Hi, it's Shayla, your favorite and sexiest personal therapist. Roots nonprofit organization values integrative complementary alternative therapies and believes that they are the answer to the healing of the nation and nations at large. How long will this radical life transformation take place when I start working with you? You might ask. Let us take a look at that. Now, depending on what we're working on, if you're losing 100 pounds or over, it might take a minute. Give yourself some time. Yes, it might be an investment. There's some herbal formulas that you're going to want to get. There's some products that you're going to want to get that I'm going to recommend. I do not make money off of the products that I sell to my clients. I get things at cost because I'm a practitioner and I get super killer wholesale prices if I buy in bulk and I give that benefit over to my clients. Because even if you make bank, like, these boutique prices on herbal formulas and therapies is not meant to be a luxury item. Like, yeah, it's a luxury item for some people to go get a massage, but for other people, it's a way of life. It's something they do regularly. For some people, it's a luxury item to have a personal trainer or a coach or someone to write their meal plan. But for some, it's a way of life. They build that into their budget. For some people, it's kind of like this excessive extra thing they do to have a whole bunch of protein supplements and vitamins. But for others, that's just normal. Like, that's part of my grocery budget is my protein drinks. If I'm not eating my food, if I'm busy, I might have to resort to that. That's a part of my grocery budget. So your goals and how long it's going to take is entirely up to you. That's why we always start with a consultation so that we can get you like a very clear picture of what's going on in your body and what we need to do to get you to where you want to be and feeling how you want to feel, body, mind, and spirit, inside and outside. Whether we're talking about your adrenals and your lymphatic system, or we're talking about your colon, or we're talking about why you always like feel like you have pain or aches or stagnation or bloating or gas or weird things going on with your body. Like, we want to get down to the root of it, and it takes time. So you can't give up. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I lifted weights once and I'm good now, I'm strong. No, it doesn't work like that. You know how many men I work with that have never done yoga before, and they say almost always, I never hear a woman say this, but sometimes they say, I'm so inflexible, I can't even barely touch my toes. Well, of course you're inflexible because you don't do it regularly. Obviously, if you do something regularly, you get better at it, right? Some people were born like double jointed, like gymnasts and stuff. Like, maybe they were doing those splits when they were little babies and their cartilage developed in a certain way. So, like, yeah, some of us are genetically not quite as flexible as others, but you know, obviously you're not going to be flexible if you don't stretch and do yoga regularly. And the benefits of it is, it number one prevents stiffness and poor range of motion from being sedentary. If you have any types of adhesions or if you lift weights regularly, you have all this like calcified debris floating around you a lot more than a sedentary person. And so what happens is, if you don't keep that moving and do body work, you get a lot of like calcified debris, which is what we call adhesions. And actually, adhesions are what can prevent you from growing muscle size if you don't get it fixed, if you don't get it taken care of. Like, bodybuilders know that there's grafting, there's scraping, there's and chiropractic. Not only bodybuilders, but yeah, it's like you have to scrape off that calcified network of mesh that forms around your muscles when you train a lot. It's a product of calcium, magnesium, and enzymatic actions that are going on. And so whatever your particular goal is entirely custom fit for you, and everyone is different. So how long will this radical life transformation take place when I start working with you, Shayla? You might ask. Well, this is not a quick fix. If you want to work with me, I'm asking that you will be invested into your health and that you'll commit to following through with your protocol, because this is not a quick fix. It's not like you go take a pill and or vitamin and all of a sudden you're good. Your whole life of all the toxins and all the shit you've ever gone through that's in your body is good. It takes a long time. It takes a lifestyle and regular, regimented, daily discipline, focus, practice, commitment to your physical body to take your vitamins, take your supplements, and to, yeah, afford it, afford the lifestyle. Because if you can't, well, you're going to end up paying for it one way or another. So you might as well start being conscious now and really be honest with yourself. Truly, how much time and money do you spend eating out, standing in lines, washing dishes, prepping food, thinking about what to eat, or feeling like shit because you don't eat properly? Well, if any of you out there realize, oh, you mean I could actually just put this money into my health right now, and then I will actually save money because I'll be saving time, I'll be saving energy. I won't be in going out to eat in the drive-through. I'll probably be changing my life. So instead of going to the bar to meet with my friends, maybe I'll be joining a rock climbing or mountain climbing group or a bike ride across Tuscany or something fun other than just going to get drunk and smoke cigarettes and pick up on women or hot dudes. So, yeah, it does take a little bit of an investment in some work, but guess what? That's your body. Like I said, are you going to put more effort into your car than your body? No. Well, yeah, because, well, that's what most people do. All right. So, how long will this take? Depends on you, what's going on. The speed of healing from this type of treatment depends greatly on a number of factors: the overall health, your genetic predisposition, your lifestyle, your nutrition, emotional health, exercise, and age. Those are all the things that we're going to go through together when you work with me. Is, heck, I can even hook you up with a DNA test if you want to figure out what genetic predispositions you have, or a hormone test if you need to know what your hormones are doing. A meal plan if you need a specific meal plan for your weight loss goals. Lifestyle, lifestyle should include, and I hate to use the word should because my mama always told me not to should on people or not to should on myself. You shouldn't should on yourself. The word should or the word try need to be eliminated from your vocabulary. Uh, well, lifestyle, incorporating regular physical activity, but also incorporating regular relaxation, meditation. Your lifestyle. Are you doing anything creative? Are you doing anything, I know you maybe you come home, watch TV, or maybe you go out once a week and you do a bike ride with your friends. But, what's your lifestyle? What's your social life like? Nutrition, obviously what you eat, but also trace minerals, micronutrients, nutritional deficiencies undetected that you don't know about, or again, like imbalances with your adrenals or your thyroid or your hormones that are undetected by most Western medical lab tests. So, nutrition is a huge factor. Emotional health, the emotions are just a part of your energy system, just like anything else. When you have emotions, they're emitting an electrical frequency. And so what happens is that your emotions actually have like a resonating vibrational frequency that can be measured. And so emotional health is obviously a big deal, right? Well, it is. So your treatment plan is a partnership between me and you. This partnership is here to assist you in defining a path towards better health and balance. And that's for you. This is for you, is to help you find health and balance and to assist you and to be that person in your corner. Initial treatment phase. In the beginning, your body will need support, specific support and assistance in healing and balancing. The typical protocol is weekly visits for 1 to 2 months. Excuse me, I think I need to get a drink. I've been talking a lot for hours. um, the typical protocol is weekly visits for 1 to 2 months, then visits every 2 weeks. And as you progress, the visits will continue to spread out. During this time, your body will give indications as to where toxins and infections have been stored and where there are imbalances. Weekly visits will encourage your immune system to regain its authority as your body's primary defense, and it will give your detoxification system, lymphatic, colon, urinary system, and liver the tools to begin cleaning out the stored garbage. Specific organs and glands will be supported in order to strengthen your system. After the initial phase of treatment, your visits will be extended out as your body shows it can work on its own for longer periods of time. Eventually, your visits will be scheduled on an as needed basis. If we're working remotely together and we're doing fitness fitness programs together, we are also working via video and remotely with each other, which means obviously you're not going to have those weekly one-on-one visits, but using other forms of other devices like your foam roller, for example. There's a lacrosse ball roller, a medicine ball roller. There's 3 different foam rollers that get into different grooves in your body that can adjust you way better than a chiropractor ever could. And it's, 30 less than $30 investment for a foam roller. And you get virtually like lifetime unlimited chiropractic adjustments. If you're in the local area, like I said, and you want to do some Thai yoga body work, that's kind of where I do the yoga for you, on you. So I will assist the body in the poses, and you get to experience and enjoy the benefits of yoga while uh, it's done for you. Um, if you're not in the local area and part of your protocol is yoga, which obviously, as someone who literally prescribes varieties of fitness for different people's goals, if you are recommended by me, if I've made recommendations for you to do regular yoga, whether that's for relieving stress or recovering from your hip replacement or uh, beginners yoga for low back pain or yoga for someone who has hypertension and a high stress job. These types of things are part of your health and wellness package and protocol when you work with me. So it's custom made. Even my videos are custom made for you. I do have some published on Vimeo, and I'll post them on YouTube, and developing a course catalog with all the different programs. But for right now, mostly I'm just word of mouth, one-on-one with people. So just send me a link by email if you have questions. Feel free to text me. Whatever the best method of communication is for you, my ultimate priority here is to take the focus off of me and just be a vessel and a channel of healing for you, in order that you'd have the access to resources that work, products that are affordable that work, I'm going to tell you one thing. If you're going to the store and you're getting anything that's in a gel capsule, especially if it's an herb and it's been ground up and is sitting in a capsule and you take it, by the time that gel gets dissolved and gets into your intestines and your colon, if there's any active constituents in the herb that you're taking, which I doubt there is, it's not really going to be absorbed much by the time it's already in your digestive tract. So, herbal formulas, just because you read somewhere that an herb does a certain thing, for example, white willow bark is an anti inflammatory pain reliever. Well, if I take white willow bark every single time I get a headache, it doesn't work like aspirin. That's the thing. Westerners believe that a pill is kind of like the answer. So it's like, oh, I get a virus, I'm going to take a pill, get a shot, take something or another is going to kill it. Well, what preventative alternative therapies does is it says, I'm going to strengthen your body. I'm going to make it work really fucking hard. And it's going to naturally fight off any shit that comes its way because your body's stronger than that. Because we're exposed to viruses and bacteria and germs and all that all day long, every day. So your body, when it's strong, can withstand all that stuff. And that's the whole point of the alternative complementary therapies. So basically, I'm done babbling on that, signing off, and namaste. Make it happy and healthy. You know where to find me. If you have any questions, please contact me. You're not in this alone. There are answers. And this planet, this earth, has given us all the resources we need to have sustained lives. And I don't want to hear from people who want to say, oh, well, not really. You know, the planet's dying, or we're like raping and pillaging it of all its vital resources and global warming and blah, blah. Mm-mm. We have everything we need for life on this planet. Yep. And virtually everything you can be healed from naturally. So, like for example, obviously if you're blind since birth, I could really pray really hard that you're going to get your sight and it's going to be like a miraculous thing. I might even start speaking in tongues while I'm praying. Maybe that'll make it happen. Uh, yeah, I tried it. And in that case, it did not work. He did not get his eyesight back. It was my first personal training client. He was blind since birth, and I was a very strong born again Christian. And I, laid my hands on him and prayed, spoke in tongues, and really prayed that his eyesight would come back. And it didn't. But he became a daily personal training client, and we did yoga therapy together for 2 years, almost 4 days a week. By the time after 2 years, you know, he was doing planks, one arm planks, elevated planks, shoulder stands, side planks with a foot elevated and an arm lifted, tree and side plank. I mean, it was like massive. So giving sight to the blind is not always like this, like, oh, well, I'm going to get my eyesight back miraculously. Giving sight to the blind means body, mind awareness, spatial awareness, balance, in a way that's totally different if you have sight. So that's just an example of kind of what this is all about. This is about you having perfect health. And um, yeah, it can be done. And I'm a testimony of that because there are things that the doctors wanted to cut open, take out, give me drugs, surgery. And I asked questions like, why? Like, why is that happening? Why are you going to cut that nerve for that pain? What happens then? Like, why are you going to suppress the growth of that endometrial tissue? I had endometriosis. Why is it growing in the first place? They couldn't answer me. So I had to do my own research and get information from non published traditional Western sources. And So if you want answers, you can find them, and you can find people who can help you, who aren't quacks, who aren't freaking gonna just rub two crystals in your face and chant something and do some crazy healing thing and expect you're gonna be all good. We're talking about a lifestyle here. We're talking about a radical life change. In fact, I would like to have all of the people who work with me sign up for a whole year of working with me, because by the time you start getting into detoxification and lymphatic cleanses and liver cleanses and colon cleanses and fitness training programs and meal programs, we're talking about developing a lifestyle. So after a full year, you only have to think about it. You just naturally are maintaining your weight, you're healthy, you're energetic, you're vibrant, you know, and if you're already that way, more power to you. Then we're going to have even more of an enhanced fun time when you come and see me. All right, this time I'm really signing off. Bye.